Alright guys, with the Sig RSAR or RSAR being recently adopted by special forces and other groups throughout the world that operate in cool ways, I thought we'd talk about this gun a little bit and how actually close my MCX is to the at least civilian legal version of an RSAR. Now mine is pretty similar. I do have a brace instead of a full-on stock, and predominantly that's just due to legality and ease of transportation for pistols as opposed to SBRs. So this thing's probably going to remain braced for a while unless I really decide to go full bore and make it an SBR. But this is a 5.56 chambered MCX Virtus, and this one is in 11.5 as opposed to the biggest thing with the RSAR is it has a very short 8 or 7 inch barreled 5.56 barrel to it. Now of course with MCXs they are very modular, so you can always put on a longer or shorter barrel. I could actually put on a shorter barrel, and I do actually have a 6.7 inch barrel for this in 300 blackout, but this is how mine's set up for 5.56, and really for 5.56 I don't really love going any shorter than 10.5 or 10.3, so I'd probably go the 300 blackout route if I was to go shorter. But this is what mine looks like. And one thing I will say that kind of surprises me about the RSAR is that it is essentially built off of the MCX Rattler, which is very similar to this. Things that I am a little bit surprised about is that we don't see a more vertical grip out, or not out front, but in the back here. I'm really surprised we don't see more of a vertical pistol grip. Something like this Kung Fu Dai Frico grip makes a lot of sense for these shorter platforms, because even if you extend this guy out, this has the same extension as a telescopic stock, because it has to fit within the confines of this portion here. So you are very much limited in your length of pull. So having a super vertical grip or pistol grip is really practical for these builds. But another thing that I'm really surprised at is with the abundance of the Sig MCXs and their suppressed kind of rail, if you will, because this is a modular rail system, so it slides off and it's connected here with these bits, or it slides into these bits here. Whole other videos on installation stuff, right? But they do make suppressor essentially enlarged rails for suppressors to slide under. So I'm very surprised that we didn't see that with the RSAR, because it would have made a lot more sense in given tactical operators that longer rail length. So you guys will see in the future when I fully build out the MCX to have a suppressor tucked up under a enlarged foregrip. You'll see what I mean, but it does make a lot